Hi everyone and welcome to Happy Talks. I'm Nilüfer and I'm here with Björn from our customer success team.
Hi everyone.
Welcome. Today's topic focuses on behavioral science a little bit and why it's so important to get it right when it comes to customer experiences. Now we all know obviously that happy customers return over and over again, and very happy customers can even become advocates for your business. Now, Björn, how do people make decisions in the first place? If I go to a store, what happens?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. So, as we know from these behavioral sciences, people make up their minds about both you and about, what they're about to do, very much based on their emotions.
Yeah.
There is like a rational part and there's an emotional part in the decision-making process and in the sort of perception-creating process, so to speak. So,
do the emotions and then the rational side of things, do they go hand in hand, or is one overpowering the other? How do you see it?
Well, there are studies that informs us that in terms of everyday business decisions, up to 90% is based on emotions. But of course, if we take a very practical example, if you go to a retail store and you're after something specific, you're going to probably have a rationale why you want to buy a specific thing. Maybe you have some feature set in mind, etc. So you have rational reasons for going to that shop to pick up that item. Now, will you pick up that item or not depends very much about your emotional state of mind and how you perceive the situation. Maybe things like price, etc. The more rational factors will influence you. But then, if your experience sucks, then you will go to another place and try to find it elsewhere.
Yeah.
And so, basically, it is you can't say that one dominates over the other, but you can definitely influence the rational very much with the help of emotives.
So, using all of this information, how can you ensure a successful experience, for example, in a restaurant?
Yeah, so if we think about it if I'm a restaurant owner, I would of course give the people an opportunity to have a great time, right? And what I'm going to do, and we're going to do with all the staff, and we're going to do with the chefs, and we're going to do with the menu planning, with the design of the restaurant, everything, we're going to set customers up for success, so that they have a great experience. And by doing that consistently and training the staff to work in a particular manner and to work on the customer service, you will be able to give people the opportunity to have a great experience. So that's the foundation. So, and even if something goes wrong, you can always make it up.
True.
So there are some theories around this, and there is one that is called the peak end rule.
What is the peak end rule?
The peak end rule is based on it's a behavioral science, based on behavioral science, and basically says that when you recall an experience afterwards, you're gonna make up your mind about how you felt and what was your perception of that experience based on the peak moment or maybe peak moments, and then the end experience. And this is very, very important because as a restaurant, owner, I would think of this peak and end experience. I wouldn't be sure what would be a certain individual's peak experience, but I will provide opportunities to offer those peak experience and make sure that those are positive, because they can also be negative ones. But at least at the minimum, in case everything goes wrong, because things can go wrong in a restaurant, even if you have set yourself up for success, you still have Murphy's Law happening. Make sure that your guests leave happy. Anyway. So the end experience here comes in as the way for you to save what can be saved and provide them with a maximum experience. Even if they had a terrible time, they can actually leave and maybe come back and give you a second chance.
Very important. So how does happy or not fit in all of this?
Well, it comes down to how do you know if you were successful or not?
True.
Are people happy
successful or not?
Successful or not, And so... basically, if you look at the different experience that you offer your customers, whether it's an online experience, whether there is a shop visit, whether it's a restaurant visit, what might it be? Of course, we serve customers in multiple industries, but the thing that comes in common there is that if you measure the feedback in the moment, you have a very good handle on, are you able to make people happy? Are you able to sort of give them that experience during the journey and at the end of the journey? And do you know that the data is valid for you because you basically measure it in that moment and not afterwards? So you still have that sort of factual feedback and the factual emotive feedback with the reason why people were happy or not. And that's the magic sauce.
So that's the magic sauce. Thank you, Björn. Always a pleasure to talk to you. So we'll do it again soon. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.